How to Write a Book with AI for Beginners. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how you can get started with writing your own books using AI. Now, AI has become super popular when it comes to assignment and other types of coursework, but AI does a really great job at creative work as well. It's one of the most underestimated tools when it comes to generating original content because AI is based on modeled learning. However, AI can still come up with some brilliant stories. And today we're going to be using the Dibly Create tool, which is built specifically to be able to generate some content that you can use in books. So let's get started. Now we're going to get started from scratch and we're going to head on over to Dibly Create and we're going to click on Try Create Pro. Once you do that, you're going to click on Sign Up over here. You're going to enter your name, then you're going to enter your email address and then your password that you want to use, confirm the password you want to use, and then click on Continue. Once you click on Continue over here, your Dibly Create account will be created, and we can see over here we have the free version, the professional version, and the professional version has 12-month and 1-month plans as well. So we are just going to proceed over here. And once we have created our account, I recommend always going into your mailbox. And once you go into your mailbox, you just want to verify your email. We're going to wait a couple of seconds so that we can verify our email. So I'm just going to wait until we get our mail, which can take a couple of seconds. So I'm going to go back into Dibly and we're going to just resend the verification email. Now, once we have done that, we're going to click on New Project. And I have to refresh and wait. As I'm going to click on Verify Link over here. And once I've clicked on Verify Link, we can now get started. Now we're just going to continue with our free plan and then click on New Project. And once you click on New Project, you can get started. So first off, you will see on the top, you will have a top section, and below that you just have a simple section where you can begin writing. You can click on this plus icon, and once you click on this plus icon, you have Kip. You're going to click on Kip and you're going to write a request to Kip. You also have a prompt library. You can favorite certain prompts that are working for you. Now over here, I'm going to rename this project into book or sample book. Now, once I name this sample book, we can proceed with actually creating our book. So first off, we have our first note, and then within your notes, you have different sections. So you can get started with different sections of your book. Now, one thing to note is that whenever you're writing a book, you need to have a general idea of what you're writing about. So I want to write about decluttering because as you guys can see on Amazon, it's a really popular niche and there are a lot of people that are making a lot of money with these types of books because these are just about organizing and decluttering. And I imagine that the content in this is not too specialized and it's going to be really easy to master. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my first note and I'm going to ask the Kip AI to write, and I want to create a title, outline, and book sections for my book on decluttering like this. And once I've done that, you guys can see it has now generated a simple outline for me. Now, if I want, I can try it again. If I want, I can ask it to make it more creative. If I want to introduce a unique idea in this, let's say that I want to expand on this. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to change the point of view or change the writing style. So I wanted to make this more of the focus. And now it's going to generate accordingly. So I think it's generating, a really long line, which I think is too nice, but I'm just going to insert this completely. Now I can proceed with writing my book. Now keep in mind that Dibly Create, you guys can see they have tokens. And depending on the number of requests you have, you guys can see I have used 292 tokens in my current sample book project. You will be using tokens to create your book, and if you want to increase the number of tokens you have, then you can choose to purchase tokens or directly choose to go with a professional plan. And in your professional plan, you have number of tokens. So depending on the number of tokens you opt for, you're going to be charged accordingly. We're going to go back into our sample book, and now we're going to go into our first section. Now you can see even in your sections, you have styling and insert, and even Kip can do your styling for you. So we're going to go on ahead and go into Kip, and I'm going to ask Kip to write the first section from our notes. I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to ask the Kip tool to write these chapters for my book. Or if you don't want to do this step by step and you have some level of expertise on any topic, then you can even go into your first section, okay? And this is going to be my draft. And then in my draft section, I'm just going to ask it to write. So write the entire content for these chapters. Try to write, or not try, don't use the word try whenever you're giving a prompt. Write some personal stories as well. Write some personal stories as well. Keep it nice, or include a lot about the psychology of clutter and its impact on health. And then I'm just going to do Command V, and then I'm going to wait for it to start writing. Now you guys can see automatically has told us it can't fulfill it. That is because the prompt itself was a bit too long. So I'm gonna have to break it down. You can break it down into 2 steps. You don't have to necessarily type individual headings, but write the content for these chapters of my book. And then I'm going to copy the first 2 chapters. So we're going to go back into our draft, write the content for these chapters, and we're going to wait for it to start generating. And you guys can see now it has begun generating. Now, another really easy way that you can write the content is when it generates individual paragraphs. You can then ask it to continue writing, or to make it longer, or to elaborate on something. So make this more detailed, like so. So now Kip can proceed with generating content in more detail. So on and so forth, you can proceed with writing your book. And if you want to include your own ideas and your own content in any book, you can write with Kip. And once everything is completed, you can even ask the AI tool to start generating or stylizing your book content for you. So just like that, you are ready to create your own book using Simply Create. It is a really nice AI tool based specifically for you to use for content writing, and you can write basically in any niche with this type of tool. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.